Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else breathing oxygen on this blue, green, and brown planet, and white, and a whole bunch of other colors. Start your engines. Let's get into the first game, shall we? Now, I do have a few things I wanted to talk about, actually. But first, let's find the opponent. I don't know why it's taking so long to start. It has never, ever taken this long before. Do I need to refresh, or what's going on here? Hello, please. Earth to chess.com. What is going on? Okay, thank you, finally. Just needed a good refresh. You just need a good refresh every now and then. But let's do a quick review of our opponent, Ahmed from Saudi Arabia. 1-2-3-5. Comes in with the standard opening. This is all routine, nothing very special on either side. But what do I want to talk about, really? There are a few things. One of those things being what I just ate. Every time I walk to my gym, Planet Fitness, I walk there and back. And every time I walk there and back, I walk past a interesting building. It's like a strip where it's one building and stuff there. I don't know, but one of them is a restaurant, and I kind of always wanted to try it. And literally 30 minutes ago was the first time I ever tried it. And I walk in, and it is the most dingy place I've ever seen. I mean, a hazard, complete safety hazard, I must say. It's like straight like this, barely any space, and there's this platform you can sit. And I tried to pull the seat towards me, and the chair fell apart. Just a complete hazardous. But from what I've heard and seen so far, it's like the worse looking a place is, the better the food is. And so I'm like, this food has to smash. And it was okay, it was crispy. Can't complain. Decent chicken. The way as long as they were taken, I was expecting the greatest chicken of all time. This is fried chicken, for your information. And it was okay. Could have been juicier, but that also reminds me, the worst Chinese food I have ever had in my life was one of these situations. What do we have? Let's just send our queen back, because I don't know. I'm trying to think of... Okay. When I first got here, where I currently live, to go to school, I do not go to school any longer, but I still do live here. The first time I came here, I really wanted some Chinese food. Like, every place I've lived, there's been at least some decent Chinese food spot, just decent at least. And it's actually kind of hard to find a really, really, really freaking good Chinese restaurant, depending on where you live. And there's like 3 Chinese spots where I live currently in the area. And the first time I moved here, again, to go to school, I'm thinking that this is going to be the best Chinese food I have ever had, because I walk in this building and it is just completely ran through. Like, just a complete disaster fest. And there's that meme where it's like the discolored menus on the top part in Chinese restaurants. It's like if it's discolored, it's going to be the greatest Chinese food you ever had. I'm going to tell you right now that is absolutely horseradish. Because this one night I am craving Chinese food, right? So I go to this spot. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good because I see the discoloration in the menus, or the menu, the bill, the you know what I'm talking about, okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically you walk into the place, there's the food menu on a screen on the top, and yeah, it was discolored. So I'm thinking this is gonna be great. So I order the Chinese food, my regular order, fried rice. What do we do here? Fried rice, orange chicken, the regular smuggler thing. And I get to my dorm, and I think I have an opportunity here. I might have queen B5, but I have to go. Maybe I want to go here, but I don't know. Maybe I want to go here. I don't know. But anyways, get to my dorm. I am completely excited for this meal that I'm about to get. The ultimate, and you just kind of blended your pun right there, buddy. The ultimate Chinese meal. I am completely super excited. And I open it up, and it's just not looking the greatest. Like the rice is yellow. And I know fried rice is like a yellowish, kind of brownish kind of color. No, this was a complete yellow color, like completely yellow. And the chicken's just not looking the greatest. So I'm like, okay, don't judge a book by its cover. This might be still, what do I do? I go here. This might be the greatest Chinese food I ever had. I'm looking at it, maybe they just prepare it differently and they know what they're doing. And I put my fork into the fried rice. This was not fried rice at all. And it was sticky. I've never, it was clumping together, the rice. And a major thing for fried rice is it's not supposed to be sticky. It's supposed to be loose. The rice is supposed to be falling in singular rice grains. They're not supposed to stick together. This was sticking together, and it reminded me of Mexican rice. And I think they just blundered their night right here. It reminded me of Mexican rice. I'm like, what is this, like a fusion kind of thing? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I need to pay attention. Holy freak. Anyways, if you go rook c3, I'm coming right here with my rook right here. Oh, you don't, so I go here. I'm not really sure what that move was all about. Like, are you okay? Do we need to talk about something? I'm not sure what that move was about. But we have to make sure that our pawns right here stay alive. We need to keep these pawns alive. I didn't need to do that. I could have put them in check. But anyways, I have 5 seconds left, and I'm trying to talk about this story, and I'm going to freaking have a fit. Woo! We must keep going. We must persist. Anyways, it's sticky rice, right? I'm like, this is not fried rice. And so I'm like, this is not going to be good. I'm looking at the chicken. I'm taking looks at this is not going to be good. And let's just say it was the most despicable Chinese food, just a complete disgrace. to Chinese food. So I was like, oh, so the rumors are incorrect. If there is discoloration and the inside is completely just, let me tell you about that part, right? You walk in and it's like you're in a jail. You're in like a waiting room for some type of dungeon chamber. I don't know. And it's the kitchen is completely blocked off. Like it has freaking bulletproof glass or whatever. It might give away what. It's not the worst area. It really isn't. It really isn't. But not the greatest either. For it to have a restaurant like this, but just complete disaster fest inside. And I was completely disappointed. But I did eat the meal. Each bite was just sadness. I'm thinking, the next bite is going to be better. The next bite is going to be the bite. No, it was just a complete disaster fest. And I don't know, that the food I had today kind of reminded me of that time. Even though the food today wasn't bad at all. It wasn't bad. The inside was a complete disaster, though. Probably worse than the Chinese spot. And it just reminded me of that today for some reason. But it turns out that I was new here, and I had no idea that, it wasn't the move. Where I live, again, there are 3 main Chinese restaurants in the area. Oh, I just blundered! No! Oh my goodness, we just wanted to, I literally looked at that move and I was like, what am I doing? I know I'm going to make this move, but I shouldn't. And I just did it anyways, and I have no idea why I did that. Hi, how's your day doing? How are you doing today? I would love to ask. Anyways, oh my gosh, this game was going to be so easy if I just didn't blunder, dude. Are you freaking insane? And I just did it again. I just freaking did it again. Are you even serious? I'm about to lose this over some freaking bullshit. Some freaking bullshit, okay? I blame it on the Chinese restaurant for just bringing back terrible memories right there. And I just completely just blundered the entire game, and they're going to come with this pawn. Oh, and you should have taken my knight right there. But anyways, they're going to come with this pawn, make a queen, and completely annihilate me. Wait, what's going on here? Do I know what's happening right here? Oh, wow. Wow. And it's not lagging? It's not lagging, so I can actually talk after the game is over. Let's do one more game. Stalemate. We really should have won that game, though. Absolutely really should have won that game. But it turns out that these restaurants, you're not supposed to order Chinese food at these restaurants. Like, you just order chicken wings and other stuff like that. And I am like, what? You don't order Chinese food at a Chinese restaurant? I mean, I know now, of course. This was a while back. So I know now. It was just very interesting again. The food I had today kind of just the restaurant, I think, just brought bad flashbacks. And my walk to Planet Fitness walks past that Chinese restaurant as well. So, I'm reminded of the disgracefulness every time I walk in that area. What else was on my mind today? Oh, just a whole bunch of thoughts came to me while I was walking to the gym. The other thing is the documentary Fantastic Fungi. If you have not seen that documentary, I encourage you 1000% to watch that documentary. Just very interesting, you just have to watch it for yourself. If you haven't seen Joe Rogan, the creator, and you just blundered completely right there, and I'm going to take your queen and absolutely annihilate the rest of your army, because I'm going to push my pawns right here down the field. But anyways, if you have not seen Joe Rogan, I don't watch Joe Rogan that much, but I did watch this episode of Joe Rogan, and that's the first time I heard of the documentary Fantastic Fungi, and so I watched it, and wow. Basically, it's like fungi is an intelligent life. It's intelligent life. It's another form of intelligent life. Humans aren't the only intelligent life on this planet, basically. And the movie really gets into that. It gets into all kinds of fungi, like the magic stuff. If you know, you know. I'm not going to tell you what the magic stuff is, but we do have a fork opportunity if they allow us, and they do. And this is going to be an absolute annihilation on their part, and they resign. Well, I guess that gives me a chance to finish the thought. It's just really cool. And one of the things I was thinking of is the mycelium under the ground that connects all the trees, and that's how they communicate. And it just reminds me every freaking time how crazy life is. And the earth is just a breeding ground, sanctuary for life. Like, there were literal dinosaurs millions and millions of years ago, and millions of years ago from there's humans. Like, I don't care what any freaking alien species has to say, Earth is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of planets in the entire universe. Am I biased? Of course I am. But other than that, I hope you have found peace or find peace in your day eventually, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.